Hello again, everyone. It's Teresa Morrison here, and I might have to rush through this one because my internet has been playing up, and it's seeming to be, for the last couple of days, quite a lot of people are having trouble with their internet connections. Lots of freeze frames and delays and the sound and all sorts going on. So I'll try and fire through this to get the information and the content out so that you can get some value out of it. So today's topic is drill down your goal setting. When you're building your own business and you have an idea of your why you're doing it, you also need to be thinking about what do you want. And I don't mean, some people will go and do a vision board and they'll have their perfect car, their perfect house, their next destination they want to visit in the world, a picture of their family because they want to spend more time with them. But you need to be more specific about it. And a very handy thing to use is SMART goals. I don't mean clever goals, I mean SMART, S-M-A-R-T. And this is what it stands for. SMART. Specific, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So if I give you an example, right, this is June. So I might say, I will make $3,000 by December. That's 6 months, and then break it down from there. But that is still not a good guide for the how and the when each stage towards that goal is going to happen. So if you break it down, you give it more details, be more specific. It's got the $3,000 in it. It's got the time bound in it by December this year, December next year. You can drill down on that. Measurable, there's an amount. Achievable, you have to work out, how much effort, what do you have to do to get there. Realistic, can you do it? Can you put the effort in? Can you put the time in? So all those, they have to be considered. So a far better example is, I've written it down in the back, I will make 3 pro sales. Each one of those is £1,000 commission. $1,000 commission. So that's 3 pro sales. So I'm already making it specific and measurable of how to achieve that $3,000. So I will make 3 pro sales by December 18, and I will work 8 hours a day to achieve this. So now I've added in the year and the time, thinking that I can realistically give 8 hours a day to my business. That's achievable for me. So, but the best one, best version is to add even more detail to it. And if you are doing your own, it'll be slightly different circumstances, a different kind of business that you're in. But a better one is an example, by December 18, 2018, I will help 3 people go pro and start building their own teams by working 6 hours a day. For me, 6 hours a day is more realistic, and helping other people is more achievable because my focus is on helping people, not on making money. Helping people to build their own businesses, not how much money that's going to bring me. So use the SMART goals to break down your goal, your ultimate goal. Give it a time, a target, and work from there. So if we take the example of having a target for December 2018, 6 months, you could go then break it in half or break it into monthly, and you can break down like if I said that the 3 people, then I need 1 person for 2 months. So in the next 2 months, I need to get 1 person to go pro and start building their team. Then I can help them, and then 2 months later, second person, and then in December, the 3rd person, and I help them start their team. So it's very achievable once you start breaking it down. Then you'll have a monthly goal, or in that case, 2 months. So you can break those 8 weeks down into weekly chunks or fortnightly chunks, whatever works for you. Just think then about chunks. You're only going to tackle a chunk at a time and try to, keep that learning curve, progress curve growing up and up and up and up. It won't be an easy task, especially at the start. Think about when you're trying to roll that boulder down the hill. Getting it to move from its stationary spot is the hardest part. Once it has started to move, it'll get some momentum. And if it's going downhill, you'll get loads of momentum. That's the way business works too, because you're going to have to put an awful lot of effort in at the start. You're going to have to put more time, more energy into the start. It will get easier once the momentum kicks in, or as Misha Wilson calls it, the popcorn effect. So that's one way of doing it. And then yes, you've got the chunking to get the breakdown of the times when you're targeting what's going to be done and what's going to be done by a certain date in that timeline that you've put together. When it comes to putting a daily plan, when you're chunking it down for the day, the best way to approach it is to have a fixed point in the day that you then work around. For me, my fixed point in the day is the Cry for Freedom call, which is members of the company that I'm a member of. We get together on a Zoom call, which is face-to-face. We can all speak to each other, we can all see each other, but usually there's a designated speaker for that session, and they share some of their knowledge and some of their wisdom to everybody. It's also broadcast live on Facebook on the fan page. So if you want access to that, you can send me a wee message, and I'll put it in the comments for you. I'll put it in the the comments for you, so you can get access to it too. It's weekdays, and it's 12 p.m. Eastern. For me, it's 5 p.m. because I'm in GMT, BST at the minute. And on Wednesday, it's half an hour later. So 12:30 Eastern, 5:30 BST for me. That is my fixed point in the day, because it's mostly motivational and it gets me in working on my business. For me, it means that I could do other things during the day, family things, other life things that go on for everybody. If I had a part-time job, I'd be doing it during those times. Then I get on the Freedom Call at 5 o'clock, then I work on my business. So for you, depending on your time zone, it could be 12 p.m., noon. And then you can start working on your business for 4 or 5 hours a day. And it's entirely up to you whether you unplug at the weekend or whether you want to work at the weekend as well. But when you've got that fixed time, you can think of, what can I do in the 2 hours before it? What can I do in the 2 hours after it? And then leave yourself a little bit of wiggle room for things that take longer or take shorter than the 2 hours. But remember the daily important tasks first that must be done every day. And we covered this on day 7. We tackled this as manage your time wisely. And the first thing was motivate yourself. That's why I have the Cry for Freedom call my first thing to do before I start working. That is my motivation. and seeing everybody and being in the group of a community of like-minded people is very important. I want to actually talk about that one at another day later on next week. So I've given you an idea of how to set your goals, how to break them down, how to think of your day in 2-hour chunks. And another method you can use is, it was actually on Tony Robbins' YouTube one stage I was looking at, and he talked about how you can't get anything done if your head's full of stuff. You've got all these bits and pieces that need done and it's all, confused. And he said that you should write it all down. Just write it all down on a piece of paper. And then circle things, add them together. That belongs with that, that belongs with that, that belongs with that. And then you'll get groups. And then you would look at it and say, which group's more important? Which one is both important and urgent? Those are the 2 points in your priorities. So you pick out the thing that's most important, most urgent, do that first. Then you've got the second, third, fourth, fifth. Sometimes you'll find that something really isn't that important or urgent, and you can just, set it aside. It's not worth worrying about. That helps you to get your thoughts straight and plan your time better. The other thing I wanted to talk about was tomorrow's topic. Now, I have changed tomorrow's topic. I was going to be talking about power community, but I'm going to talk about lead magnets tomorrow, because a lot of people just don't know where to start with their business building. You've got you need a strong foundation, and then you need to start making a lead magnet. So I have a special gift for you today. I have a Thursday treat, which is a PDF. So you can download it and download it straight away. It's a 7-step lead magnet creation guide. So if you get that and then you look over it, and then tomorrow's class, tomorrow's Facebook Live, will make so much more sense to you. So it's http //bit.ly/create magnetism. That's very important, and all will be revealed tomorrow if you don't get a chance to download it. But I'll hold on to it for a few minutes so you can get the address down. And please like and share this Facebook Live, and I will be posting it onto YouTube where you can subscribe. And if you've liked my Facebook page and you subscribed on YouTube, you will get notified of when I do my next Facebook Lives. I hope you have got some value from today's little Facebook Live, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.